Hey guys, I hope you're all doing well. I'm trying to pop out the chat. I believe Swamp Picker told me last week how to do it, and I'm going to look for it. If you're just tuning in today for the first time, this channel is mostly about reselling and thrifting, but I often talk about what I do full time, which is teach, and just, I can sit here and just talk about my latest activities and that kind of thing. I also like to bring you ride-alongs, thrift hauls, and that kind of thing because I do most of my sourcing through thrift stores and sometimes garage sales, not that often. I haven't been to a garage sale, well, I guess in about a few months, I believe. Though we have them year-round here in Texas, they're really starting up now, but I've not been to any since the spring came in. I've seen a lot of them. Have I been to any? I don't think I have. But I really want to, but I'm trying to limit my sourcing just a bit. I did want to talk a little bit about that. And if you are in the chat, please let me know that you're here. I'm going to try to open another window. And I think that's where I can pop out the chat. I'm going to check it out. I don't remember. Let me see here. New window. So let me know if you're here, guys. It looks like there's 15 people here. I am so glad you're here, and I hope you took the time to hit the thumbs up as soon as you walk in the door, because I really think you'll like the content here. We talk a lot about pertinent things and things, about making money through reselling and that kind of thing. Just a second income is what it's been for me, but it's been a very substantial one, and I really like sharing my knowledge with you. So I think you will enjoy it. All right, there I am. Now let me see if I can pop that chat. Somebody said hit the 3. There it is. There it is. But I can't see myself, and I want to see what I'm doing. So let me see how I can move that. Restore chat. Hey, Lonnie, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Harley Grant, how are you? And your crazy card is here. Anita Adis, Rena Mohammadi. And Guillermo, how are you, Guillermo? I'm glad you're here. Debbie Keithley as well. Crafty Reseller. The Libertad Mami. I teach mostly language arts, but I also have been known to teach a little math here and there whenever I need to. It's not my favorite subject to teach, but I do what's asked of me, really. All right, let me see here. This is not working, guys. I don't like the way. Okay, well, I'm just going to leave it like that. Let me put the chat anyway, live chat. Okay, that's better for me because I can see you on the side there, and I'm here. And I wanted to just talk to you today. I'm going to bring you a haul. I'm going to bring you a thrift haul. Mostly jewelry that I've picked up from the counters and not from the bags, though I do have some jewelry jars and jewelry bags behind me. I don't know if you can see them down there and back there where those 2 heads are, my mannequins. One's actually a Barbie head, and the other one's an old vintage head that I picked up in a garage sale here in my neighborhood. A lady was selling nothing but vintage. It was fabulous, and she was selling vintage hats. And she had the little mannequin. I made her a deal for the mannequin as well. And I love the mannequin more than I do the hat. I already sold the hat, actually. Hey, Vanessa, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. So the first thing I wanted to talk to you about is those returns on eBay. Have you guys experienced what's going on with the returns? Remember I talked to you last time about a lady that didn't want to accept my return, and she did have a no return policy, and eBay sided with her and all of that. Well, 2 days later, she wrote me back. I may have already told you this story, and if I did, forgive me, but for those of you who didn't hear it, she wrote me back 2 days later, and she said, I'm sorry, I will accept the return. I understand what it's like to purchase something from a designer or a brand that you're not familiar with, so I'd gladly take it back. So she did take it back. It was very nice of her. But recently I had a return. What was it? I think there was something wrong. Oh, there was a little button that was cracked, and I had not seen that it was cracked on this shirt. and it was an expensive shirt. And when they told me, you know, she said it was not, she was very gracious and very nice and everything, and wrote me a long letter about it being damaged and so forth. So I could tell that it was not any kind of a fishing expedition or anything. She genuinely was very upset that it did not work out for her. So I put accept return. And normally in the old days, or a couple of months ago, you used to be able to answer the email and then you would get like a little follow-up, like what's going to happen. And they had to file with eBay or something like that to get that label generated. Well, it didn't work that way. It immediately just said, would you like to provide your own label, or you want eBay to provide the label? So I think I put eBay to provide the label, and it was cheap. It was like $3 that they were going to charge back to me. And so apparently things are already running the way they had anticipated with free returns, even though I really haven't officially like put a mark that I'm going to do free returns, but I've always accepted returns. I always have a 30-day return policy, and I don't know if I should go 60 days or not. I still get a really, you know, a deep discount for power seller status or high rated seller status anyway. So I'm not sure, but that's the way things are working for eBay now. And I'm just wondering if you guys have run into that as well. If you haven't, if you're in the live chat, leave us a comment there, of course, but always come back. And in order to keep this, these videos, these live videos, in order to keep them vital, it's important that you leave comments as well. The interaction really helps in the search and in helping other people to learn about reselling. I have gotten a lot of questions from people that are just kind of flirting with reselling and aren't really have not really taken the plunge yet, especially in my jewelry hauls, because, you know, women, very many of us love jewelry. We've collected jewelry. We have our mama's jewelry. We have our grandmother's jewelry. And we just don't know what to do with so much jewelry. And we're really thinking about, you know, moving it that way. You can't take it with you, guys. You know that. Well, some of us do. And I plan to take a handful, believe me. But really, you know, that's kind of what the dilemma that people are facing. So I get a lot of questions about what sells, how to price it, research and so forth. And I just want to say quite candidly that really a lot of time is wasted on research. I know that you can, you know, research a hallmark. If there's a number you don't understand, if you don't remember that 750 stands for 18 karat and that 525 is 14 karat, or, you know, what the GP means and so forth. Of course, you want to know whether it's gold plated or not. But if you just find, you know, this obscure name and the jewelry speaks for itself and it's a beautiful piece, just put it in there, list it, take a picture, take a close-up of that hallmark, and make sure that it's nice and clear and convey it that way, because you're wasting a lot of time, precious time, listing time to get it sold, because that's really the most important thing to people who love jewelry, is how it looks. Now, of course, there's investors who care about weight and all of that, and that's important as well. If you have a scale, use it and take a picture of that item on the scale, even if it's only sterling or whatnot, because people still want to know, like I did about that ring. It would have been helpful, I guess, if she would have said more so, not for the scale value, but if she would have told me it's lightweight or it's flimsy, I would not have been disappointed, because I am used to Native American pieces being hefty, being, you know, that they look like they're really made with love and craftsmanship. And when I saw that one, I was just so disappointed. The first word that came to mind was flimsy. And someone did say you should ask for the weight, but even the weight sometimes doesn't convey what that buyer really wants. So you kind of have to put yourself in the buyer's position. You really have to think about, if you were buying that piece, what would you want to know? I just uploaded a video on my sales. And in that, I did mention the back of the piece. There is a lady who sells, and she doesn't need my patronage by any means, because she's been selling on eBay for a long time. She makes handmade jewelry, sterling silver jewelry. And I once asked her if she could please picture the ring. It's an initial ring, beautiful craftsmanship. If she could picture it from the back, because I really want to see the way the shank comes up on the piece, whether or not it's glued, you know, whether or not it's an open back. And she said, I'm sorry, I have all my pictures posted. And she didn't accommodate me. I didn't buy from her. And we had a little back and forth about that, but she was not budging. She couldn't bother to do that. Okay, like I said, maybe she's too big. and does no longer cares about getting, you know, a new customer. Maybe she has a lot of repeat customers. I don't know. Or maybe it was too much trouble for her. But I just want to advise you, please be sure to take copious pictures of your item. Take it as if that person was looking at it in person, because that's exactly what you're doing. When you're when you're looking at a magazine, you're looking at the picture and they're showing you a way for you to know. They'll usually show like a handbag. They'll show someone clutching it. They'll show someone looking at it. They'll try to give you that scale. And if it's really like a selling site, they're going to tell you the dimensions. They're going to tell you everything. Well, it's the same thing with jewelry. People want to know what they're going to get. And so that's what I'm trying to say to you is don't be afraid to just start listing your jewelry. You're going to make mistakes. We all do. We've all underpriced things. We've all overpriced things, and we realize it. And, you know, that's just how you wind up learning. Let me get back in the chat, guys. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to leave that thumbs up as soon as you walk in the door or before you leave if you have to go. Hey, Makeup Zombie, how are you, Miss Elizabeth? I'm so glad you're here. You're wearing the amazing turquoise necklace. Fabulous. I'm so glad you liked everything. I can't wait to see it. I watched some of your videos in order to know kind of what it is that you like, but I know you're a jewelry aficionado, and there's not much we don't like, right? So I'm glad you like the friend mail I send out your way. I'm so glad you're here as well. Please be sure, guys, and scroll on some of these names. They do have YouTube channels, and I'd love for you to go and subscribe to Elizabeth if you haven't already done so. Makeup Zombie, she does amazing jewelry jar unjarrings and bags, and she does that technique with that tripod, and I copied it, totally copied it, because I was just mesmerized by hers. And of course, Princess Casserole as well. I don't know if she's here right now, but Princess Casserole does the same thing, and she's got great videos. I binged all day today watching those videos. That's why I came on here so late. Plus, guys, if any of you guys are in another country, please let me know, because I remember somebody told me that 12 noon was a good time for them because they were in another country. So I don't want to come on too late, but I have been a little busy doing some things and then relaxing with those videos. That is my therapy, watching YouTube videos. Hey, Miss Raven, how are you? Oh, thank you, Vanessa. I do. These are the pearls that Miss Vanessa sent me in her friend mail. They're pink and they're white and they're just gorgeous. And I can't stop wearing them. They go with everything. They're just so beautiful. Thank you. Thrifty Chick is here as well, and Miss Raven. So, yeah, I just wanted to kind of talk about that because I have been getting a lot of questions about people saying, I haven't started selling, but I really want to, and I'm afraid. Don't be afraid, guys. You can always learn from that mistake. That's all we can do, you know, and I've done it. I've undersold things, and then I'm just like, you know what? They got a good deal. They got a good deal, and there's more to come. There's like here. It didn't come in this bag or anything, just bagged it for me. And this was just straight out of the counter. We can start with the haul now. But I didn't have my magnet with me. And there was just some things that really looked interesting. Like they may be gold or they may be gold plated. They didn't turn out to be gold, and I still haven't tested this one. This one is not magnetic. Let me show you this one though. This looks so exotic to me. It's got that rich 22 karat gold color. Hey, Precious Junkie, how are you? And Pam Grabanowski, I'm glad you're here. Thank you so much. You're so sweet. Wonderful to leave such a nice comment there. But isn't that pretty? This looks very, very Indian or Pakistani to me. And someone left a comment not too long ago about the South Asian pieces that I've been picking up and the bracelets. And she told me that even the costume pieces go for high dollar. And like I said, this is not magnetic. I haven't tested it or anything, and it is heavy and weighty, but I just love it. It looks so beautiful. And I paid, what did I pay for this? It's Mark 8. So I paid about $5, but look how pretty that is. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I love gold. I love silver too, but I just love the color of gold. I think it's so beautiful. Thank you, Carol. I'm so glad you're here. Hey, Linda Dunn, how are you? Oh my gosh, I love this. So this was bought, I think, when did I go? I went Wednesday because I can go any time of the day if they have Senior Citizen Day. Then on Thursday, they have a half price and extra half price tag. And then, did I go Friday? And of course I go Friday because Friday's a good time to show up there, guys. They bring a lot of stuff out to prepare for Saturdays. So the bins are just constantly coming out. And what I mean by bins are just those little hefty size bins that they bring out, and they kind of parade them there in the front of the store. And the ladies are stacking and restocking the store. So they're just constantly bringing things out. And I have found a lot of things that way. Okay, look at these cufflinks, guys. No marking at all. But when I saw these reminded me of the Gucci horse bit, but it's not. But I mean, it's not even a horse bit. It's like a little knot or something. Isn't that cute? And the color is really rich as well. I mean, they fooled me. I thought they could be gold. They're that pretty. And yeah, so I think a good, I don't know, maybe I could start these up at about $25, maybe 30, maybe even more. They're pretty rich looking, aren't they? I think they're gorgeous. I love the way cufflinks look too. That and a good pair of shoes is all a man needs. Yeah, a nice suit helps too. All right, then I found, what was that? Let me get that back. Those were about $3. They were marked $4.99. So with my discount, I got them for that. Okay, here's a cute little pin, and I think this one was 75% off. It's marked 6, so I got it for about $1. It is the cutest little tiny brooch. Look at that. I love these. These are so pretty on those delicate Victorian-looking blouses that we used to wear back in the 70s. Did you guys ever do that? Oh, I was big into the Victorian look, and I wore my hair up kind of like in a roll, and then I would put those Asian sticks in them, and oh my goodness, I went all out. I tell you, I still like to wear costumes. Just makes me, makes my day. I don't know. I don't like to just walk around and whatever. I mean, I do sometimes, but there's days when I just want to put on a costume, and I do. Look at these guys. These, I believe, are 1928. As you know, 1928 doesn't really mark their pieces unless they have like a little hang tag, but they do always seem to have this little, like a scroll design in the back of their pieces. And when I see that and I don't see a marking, I still go ahead and list it as 1928. What can happen? They're not going to shoot you, It's not that big a deal. If it's wrong, well, it's wrong. Somebody can correct you. Or they can say, I don't think they're da-da-da-da, and they'll return them, whatever. But these are so pretty. I don't think anybody would return them. Look how gorgeous they are. What kind of style do you think these are? Hey, Joan, how are you? Guys, Joan Brody, as you know, has a wonderful channel too. If you don't know, just go there on the little dots and subscribe. She's out in Dallas, I think, and she's got some amazing thrift hauls and jewelry hauls. Not to mention the fact that she's really lovable and funny and fun to watch. Aren't those cute? They're like I don't know, like they almost look like little marbles in there. Those little cat eye marbles, remember? We used to play with? Well, I did. Okay, and those, like I said, were about $1 because they were 75% for that tag. Let me see who else popped in the chat. Thank you guys for being here. Love them anyway. 22 is here. And Paula Garcia. Thank you so much for watching the videos. I appreciate it, Paula. As long as I know you're there. But guys, do comment because it keeps the video lively and vital, and people learn. As I probably noted a minute ago, I did a sales video, and I talked about things that I've learned from my subscribers. I mean, that coral necklace that I just sold, someone told me exactly what kind of coral it was. Someone else sent me a link to a listing. It was priced a little bit higher than mine, but I priced mine high, and then it didn't sell, so I went down a little bit lower, and I took what they offered me, and I paid like $0.25 for it. It came from a jewelry jar. So it's very important that we do that. We really learn from each other. I can't tell you how much I've learned from my subscribers. Look at this gorgeous cross, guys. Isn't that pretty? Look at that detail, that little scroll work there. I mean, it is just amazing. Now, I'm going to put that on one of these chains, possibly in the one I'm going to show you next, because I could command, I would say, at least $50 for this. Anytime I get something that's this rich looking and this heavy and well made, and this is not marked. I'm not afraid to put $50 on it. I may wind up taking 30 in the end, but I'm going to start it at about 50 because I think it's that unique. And I mean, I have a cross something like this, but actually mine's a crucifix. But I would probably, if I take a picture of it with me wearing it, which I normally do as well, because I like people to see the scale, I would put it up here, just right there in the chest plate, or like a chest plate, right there. Then I may even put a longer one down here. I love it. I think it's so pretty. And this one was also about $3. It was marked 5, but with my 30% discount, I got that really cheap. All right, and then I saw these, and you know these are Alex and Annie, and these were all loose in one in the counter where they have, you know, the little arm with the bracelets. These were all there, and I've never seen them in gold. Have you guys ever seen these in gold? I have a couple in silver, and I have one listed, but I haven't sold it yet. I don't know why, but I think people collect certain ones. I don't know, but they were all together, and they didn't have a price. So I said, can you give me a price on these? And she went to the back and came back with $5.99. So I got it for about $3. And one of them has the zodiac sign, Gemini. It's kind of a strange zodiac sign. It's like 2 boys there or something. I don't know. It's twins, right? You did, Joan. Nice job. My jewelry is on most of my stores, Vanessa. People have been asking too. If you go to the YouTube page, if you click on my name and then go to About, it'll take you to where the big art, I think it says eBay Power Seller on there. And then in the right-hand corner, as you're looking at it in the right-hand corner, there are some little links. And you can only put, I believe, 5. So I only put one of my eBay stores on there, I believe. And then my Etsy store is there and my Poshmark. And if you click it, it'll take you right to the store. Plus, if you ever see anything, though, that you really love, and I haven't had time to list it because I am a little bit backtracked here, you know, whatever you call it. I'm overwhelmed with a lot of jewelry I need to sell. I have clothes that I still want to sell that are waiting in the garage to be photographed. I'm trying to do that today, actually. So I may go out there and do the clothes because I did last week. I did jewelry. Let me know. We can always do a PayPal transaction or whatever. We can talk at my email, thelmahordes@gmail.com. And I think that email is also on the About page. Let me know. We'll save fees and stuff. Anyway, I really like this one. And then the other one I think has an initial. The other one, it looks like a J. And then the other 4, I think it's 5. No, 6. It's 6. The other 6 only have the little tags that say Energy and Alex and Annie or whatever, so they're missing. But I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to sell this. I guess I'm going to try individually. I know they sell for good money, guys. These aren't even genuine precious metal or anything, but they sell. Don't they sell retail for about $80? And then I've seen people put them up on Posh for like 40 or 50. I think I only have mine for about 25 or 20. And that's probably what I'll do on these. I'll have to do a little bit of research about whether or not the gold sells for a little bit more or not. Hey, Harley Grant, how are you? I'm glad you're here. So I am going to do some research on that. God, I hate this lipstick on my cup. And see about those, but those are really nice. And they are kind of an antique gold finish. All right, then I got this. This is the chain that I told you looked kind of interesting because it wasn't magnetic and so forth. And it's an infinity chain. And it's just really, you know, what's his name? Mr. T? Very Mr. T. But, you know, that's another thing I was going to advise, if I can do such a thing, is don't discount things that you think are garish, things that you think nobody wears, things that you think only old women wear, things that you think are too young, okay? Because there are 40-year-old women out there who love Hello Kitty. There are 18-year-old women who love big, gaudy jewelry. So list it. List it on eBay. List it on Posh. List it everywhere. Someone will probably like it. Anyway, it's a double curve, very, very heavy, very nice. It's not gold, but it's really pretty. And I may just put it with this. I'm not sure yet. The color's pretty close. I like when the gold colors kind of, you know, blend. So it is pretty close. I may put it with that and list it together with the chain, and then I may just list this by itself. Give it a try. Give both of them a try. See what goes. Because I have sold that really elaborate, almost Egyptian-looking jewelry, and I've sold it for high dollars. I think I started like $80, $90. You know, if they offer me 60, 70, I take it. It does sell. People really do like it. All right, then I got this bracelet. Did I tell you how much that necklace was? It was about $5. It was marked $8. All right, here is something really cute. It's like mother pearl. Well, it is mother pearl. And I think the bead, the seed beads, I believe those are mother of pearl as well, or something similar, because they just have a real pearl-like look to them. And the flower is so pretty. It's all shell. And then on the inside, it also has kind of a pearl embellishment there. And it's just really, really cute. And this was half price. So it was half at $2, and then I probably got it for like $1.25. Isn't that cute? I think it's really pretty. Really pretty. I could see somebody wearing this to the beach with not much else. Somebody young wearing not much else but this. Yeah, I really like this. I love the pearls on the side there, whatever they are. If you guys recognize these kinds of beads or what they could be, let me know in the chat, but also come back, as I said, and leave it in the comment section, because that's really important. And it looks like, what, how many people? 28 people are watching. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. I know it's late, and I know other people are on live, and I want to watch them too. I can't catch up with everybody, though. There's so many people that I want to watch, and sometimes I wind up just listening while I list. Here's a really pretty one, pearls. I recognize the cross as sterling. So then I looked at the pearls closer. And, oh, it looks like there's a, is it a jump ring? Yeah, it looks like the clasp is missing. For some reason, I thought I had a toggle clasp. Anyway, I paid about $3 for this one. And I recognize the little cross. It is sterling, and it says sterling, not 25, not 925. And then I saw the pearls, and they're genuine as well. And look at that beautiful color. That is such a pretty, pretty color. So I guess I'll add a clasp or a jump ring to it. I do have a lot of jewelry saved for repair, especially sterling. So I think we can pull one out and replace it with a sterling jump ring. I hope you can see that. Let me turn it around a little bit. That is so pretty. And look at those pretty pearls. Pretty color. And then it has some crystal square type beading there as well. And it is short. It's not a very long necklace. I love it. I love this color of pearls. And like I said, I took a closer look at them, and you could see that the shapes were not absolutely symmetrical. You could see the brilliance. And of course, I did the tooth test, and it was definitely genuine pearls. All right, so I think that's all of it for the jewelry haul from Goodwill this week. I hope you were able to see my other videos that I uploaded. And also, just to let you know about research and things, I did want to also tell you that it doesn't hurt to buy a couple of books. Look on Amazon, look on eBay. There's books that are really cheap, and you can learn to identify some of these stones. You can learn to identify the terms. And not that everybody's going to, know what a certain cameo is, but if you can, remember that a certain scroll work is called filigree or something like that, that kind of helps too in the search, or a certain era, if it's Edwardian or Art Deco, people may be looking for that. And that just always helps. So I did order some for myself. I hope I won the auction. It was on an auction. And I have a few already on recognizing like diamonds and that kind of thing. But I really wanted to get into more like the real stones that I'm running into, the fossil-like stones and things like that. So I did order some of those. So I hope that you do the same and educate yourself that way. But more so, educate yourself on the styles. Go out there. I know as resellers, we often hate the retail market and don't go unless we have to. Like, I avoid the mall till maybe the first of the year when my kids were back in school, and I would go buy them clothing there or something. But other than that, I rarely go to the mall. But I like to go, and when I take my daughter or something, and I'll sit and I'll just watch the people that work there. What are they wearing? Like I said, there are 40-year-old women who are wearing Hello Kitty. They adore it. There are young girls. My daughter cleaned me out with some of the bangles that I got that I didn't think she would even like. She liked the enamel ones. She piled them on. She liked those like I said, the Indian Pakistani looking stuff. She grabbed some of that. So you just never know what person is wearing what. Don't be so quick to just dismiss a certain style as, oh, that will only sell on Posh, or that will only sell on eBay. Put it everywhere if you can. If you're only on eBay, start with eBay. It's an easy platform to learn, as is Poshmark. They really all are. As long as you have a smartphone, you can sell anywhere. And so that's what I would do. But do buy yourself some books, even magazines. Go to the half-price books and magazine stores. When you go to a garage sale, look and see what magazines they have there. If they have a Vogue magazine that's current, pick it up and see what kind of jewelry people are putting on, because that really will help you to know what to pick up and what to leave behind. And that's what I've been trying to do, is to be a little bit more astute, a little bit more honed in on what I want to buy, and not waste a lot of time just buying this because it happens to be a dime, because then I happen to really get stuck with a lot of things. So I think I'm going to let you go, guys. I think that's going to be it as far as the haul and everything. I'm glad that you're here. I really want to thank you for being here, but don't forget to give me that thumbs up, because it really helps me with growing the channel. And don't forget to come back for another video. Please watch that sales video I just put up. I also am going to do it right along, and I'm trying to get that handbag haul out to you. I've picked up so many different handbags, and I just have to make time to do it. I'm going to try to do it tonight and probably upload it throughout the week. Then I do have some jewelry jars that I just picked up. I have not even finished with the 9 bags. I think I have about 3 of those still in editing process, and then I'll get them out to you as soon as I can. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate everything you do. Don't forget to come back and leave a comment as well. All right? And let me just say bye to everyone before I leave. Melissa Davis, how are you? I'm glad you're here. Michelle Westover. Isn't Joan great? We do love Joan. She's awesome. And Tam is here as well. Don't forget to subscribe to her at Tam's Place. She's got some awesome. Kim Riggs, thank you so much for being my moderator. I appreciate you so much. And so that's it, guys. I'm going to sign off now. Happy sales to all of y'all, all right?